Okay, round two. Here's our next objective. How can I estimate the solution to an addition word problem? So we're going to write that down on our note-taking template. I added our rounding poem again as a reminder because we're going to continue to build and use the strategies that we've spoken about in the past. Our next strategy for identifying a reasonable estimate using addition is to change only one number. So we're going to practice identifying keywords like we did yesterday, but we have this next strategy to add on, changing only one number. So why would we only change one number? Well, there's three different reasons. We can round only one number when it's really close to a tens multiple. And we can round to the nearest tens place mentally and do that really fast. Another is finding the range of an answer. And the range means we find the two tens that it's between. So 60 to 70, for example, would be a range. Another range between tens would be 30 to 40. Another range of tens would be between 120 and 130. You can see that between each one, we're building on the tens multiples. The last reason why we would change only one number is if we're finding that the answer is a little more or a little less than a tens multiple. Okay, so now we're going to try it with this example. Rosetta and Trisha are going to the movies. Rosetta brought $29 to spend. Trisha brought $37 to spend. About how much money do they have to spend? So we're going to do the strategy we learned yesterday, which is identifying the keywords. So first, I know that the word about is going to tell me to round and estimate my answer. Now, I need to find out what operation I'm going to use. Yesterday, we had the word in all to tell us that we were adding. So that's one keyword that tells us to add. In this example, they have the word, how much money do they have to spend? Because we're talking about Rosetta and Trisha, we're going to have to add. So when we are talking about more than two people, and we use the word and to describe it, we know that we're going to add as well. So I'm going to write 29 plus 37. Now we're going to go back up to our three ways and look at, again, what we're going to be doing. So rounding to the nearest tens place mentally. So we're changing only one number. That's our strategy. I see that one of these numbers is really close to the next tens multiple. So I'm hoping that you made the same guess that I did. I see that the number 29 is really close to the next tens multiple, which is 30. And we can still use our rounding rule to help us. So we know that 9 is larger than 5, so we add 1 to the 2 to get 3, and anything after the rounded digit becomes a 0. Now, because we're only rounding one number, we keep 37 the same, and we add them together. 30 plus 37. So I'm going to add my tens digits, the 3 and the 3 together, which is 6. I'm going to add my ones digits together, 0 and 7, which is 7. So my rounded answer is 67. So if we go back up to our three reasons, rounding to the nearest tens place mentally, we did that here. We chose 29 because it was so close to 30. So we rounded just that one number. Now we can find the range of an answer. Earlier we wrote 3 ranges. Now I see that our answer was 67, and it's in the range of 60 and 70 because it's between those two numbers. So another word to replace in the range would be between. So I'm going to put that in parentheses as a reminder. And then identify if the answer is a little more than or a little less than a tens multiple. So I'm going to see, I see 67 here. Here are two tens multiples, 60 and 70. It's closer to 70, but it's less than. So we have a little less than 70. And I'm just thinking right now, I did not label my answer. Hopefully you were able to pick up on that. So I'm going to go back and do that now. And about how much money do they have to spend? So I'm going to label my answer. They have about $67 to spend. And that is in the range of 60 and 70. And it's just a little less than $70. So we're going to practice this today in class, and I look forward to seeing how much you've learned. Good luck.